get some good practice in, and you hope it's a little warmer Saturday in Louisville.
Yeah, we moved it inside. I mean, it was supposed to be windy this afternoon, and pretty cold, and it didn't align with the weather for Saturday, and also a chance to, excuse me, to get inside and work on the turf again, which is what they'll be playing on Saturday. So, other questions?
Yeah, Tootin and Blue, is he just a little nicked up right now?
Just want to protect him a little bit. He got banged in the game, and he's had 2 good days, and he's full speed. We just didn't want another bump.
Is that the same thing like you've done with Kelly over the last few weeks?
Yeah, we did that with him again, just to. It just is an alert for everybody else. Don't go knock the heck out of this guy. You know, we don't want that.
We saw Stroman flying around. How do you feel like he did today?
I mean, you know, he does fly around. He's, you know, I just don't know about the, you know, the physical piece of it. You know, again, tomorrow's a walkthrough day. Friday's full speed. You know, we'll get a better idea. The trainers were going to spend a little extra time with him after practice and put him, you know, through a few additional things. So, you know, I got my fingers crossed on that one.
Since it's been in the news lately, how paranoid are you as a head coach about opponents stealing signs?
You know, I talked with somebody today. We actually did an off-season study of our own signaling when I was at Penn State. We had some guys from the other side of the ball that were pretty good at signals and, you know, observe us. We filmed it. You know, how easy is it to pick up? And we made some adjustments to what we were doing to really be efficient at it and feel like we were foolproof. So that's the operation we have here. I feel pretty good about it. But at the same time, you know, you got to be on your toes with it.
I forget, have you always had like the 3 multicolored shirts guys?
That was following the study
okay.
That we did at Penn State. We went from 2 to 3 signalers. Started using some boards, incorporating that in as well. The multicolors, we actually had 4 signalers. There were some games where we went with 4, but you're also limited to how many guys can be on the headset and things, so it's a little bit more challenging. But you have to put some time into it because people have always tried to poach your signals. You know, you watch TV copies and try and see if you can match it to a play and pick up on a coverage signal or something. So you have to put some time in it to make sure it doesn't hurt you. Now, you know, we've had situations where smart, intelligent football players have read the wrong signaler, you know, just completely brain fart and run a coverage outside or a blitz outside of what you're running. So, you know, it's got its pitfalls, but to me, it's worth it to, you know, to make it challenging for somebody to pick up on it.
I know it's probably more defense trying to pick up offensive signals. Have you ever had a game where you're out there and you're like, I think this other team knows our signals here, we got to switch things up?
Oh yeah, we've had things where we've said we need to switch the signaler before we go back out. We'll change who's live, you know, on the sideline from series to series, things like that. Yeah, we've had times where we felt like we were pegged and I had to make an in-game adjustment.
Do you want to see them maybe experiment with electronic communication in a bowl game or something like that to see about limiting potential signs?
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I think experimenting with it, and you know, as long as you know, we can do it as well as anybody else, you know, I'm all for it. I think, yeah, I mean, as long as you do it within the rules, I think it's part of it, right? It's part of maximizing your opportunity to play well. If you've got somebody that can break down a TV copy and get as much as they can from it and match it up, and you know, that's a feather in their cap. You know, if they're good at it and are willing to invest the time to do it. You know, gotta be nice. Just everybody be on an even playing field with it.
We've seen some flashes of Xavier so far this year. He had that big run. We saw him catch a TD in practice today. What do you like how he's maturing, and what do you want to see more out of him?
Yeah, he's improving. You know, we're finding ways to give him some opportunities because he has some elite qualities. His speed and quickness is special, and I think there's opportunities for him to do things with the ball. It's everything else that goes into it, and he's coming. You know, he's still a young guy. He's a redshirt freshman. It's you know, I like the progress that I'm seeing from him right now. He's steadily improving.
We saw Takai. He caught a pass right in front of us, kind of dove and caught it out.
Yeah, it made me nervous.
He's a guy that tried to get in the game, and then
he was going to play.
Yeah.
We were breaking his shirt. He was going to play.
Is he somebody that is on track to potentially get some games under his belt before the season?
Yeah,
ends?
we're looking at several of those guys. There's a handful that will try and travel. You know, it's a little more problematic when you can only take 80, and you're going to Louisville, you're going to Boston College, you're going to UVA. So, you know, when we're at home and all those guys dress, you know, you get a little bit more flexibility to put guys in. But yeah, Takai's certainly one of those guys.
We saw Tyler Bowen shave his beard. Did he lose a bet or something? Or was it...
Yeah, he lost a bet in the Syracuse game, and he showed up to the Sunday meeting with a Fu Manchu full down here, and he had a little deal going with the O-line, so it was good.
What was the deal? Was it rush for 300 yards?
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't remember it exactly, but it was about running the ball, and so he owned up to it.
So he's probably glad.
Oh yeah, he was happy to do it. Happy to do it.
Does it look like a different coach out there with?
Yeah, well, he looks a lot better than he did with the.
We saw Aiden Green, one-handed catch. Has he made those plays like often in practice? Yeah,
I tell you what, he's doing some good things. You know, he's getting a fair amount of snaps. You know, I think he was in the 30-something on Saturday. He's a great worker, so he gets better all the time. But he's got great ball skills. He really does. He's got a good frame on him. He's got a good catch radius. He's fielding punts now and doing a nice job with that. So I'm excited about him.